There's a lot of changes coming to Disneyland Paris in 2026 and onwards. Let's dive in. Hi everyone, it's Adam from Disney. In today's video we'll look back at all the recent changes, cover everything coming and explore a few potential rumours. To paraphrase Walt, Disney will forever be in a state of becoming, and with so much construction underway, this couldn't be truer. We put a video out last year covering everything coming to the parks, and looking back it's amazing to see the amount of change. First, let's do a quick recap. In Disney Village, the new stores Disney Style and Disney Glamour have opened, and both of these are a huge improvement on the previous stores, and the overall style inside and out is really bright and modern. In Davy Crockett's, new bungalows have arrived to replace the older and somewhat dated cabins. Over in the Studios Park, Studio One recently reopened with a full re-theme and renamed to World Premiere. This reimagining evokes the glamour of Hollywood movie premieres with new food offerings, including the Hollywood Gardens restaurant, quick service spot, and Searchlight kiosk offering snacks and drinks to go. Let's move on to everything we know is coming and in progress today. Firstly, hotels. And Disney has announced a major refurbishment of Sequoia Lodge Hotel. This renovation will encompass all areas, rooms, lobby, restaurants and shopping areas, whilst maintaining its rustic charm and its nature theme. The improvement we're most excited about here is the rooms. They will be completely renovated with new furniture, lighting and expanded character references. This refurbishment will be completed in phases to allow the hotel to remain open. This is going to start in 2026 until around 2028. Disney Village's multi-year transformation is well underway, first announced in 2021. The overall work will include shops being remodelled, facades being replaced, groundwork, landscaping and lighting to turn this somewhat run-down and very 90s piece of Disney history into a modern area. Think Disney Springs in Florida. We can also expect an expansion of Disney Village, restaurants including Cashead Julia, and a new McDonald's. Completion timelines are estimated late 26 into 2027. And in park news, the Studios Park will officially be named Adventure World as part of the opening of Adventure Way and Frozen Land sometime spring 26. Adventure Way will feature themed gardens that celebrate Tangled and Pixar's Toy Story, and Adventure Way will serve as a crossroads between the front of the park and the new immersive worlds. We can also expect an up-themed spinner ride, which should arrive sometime in 2027. And that's not all. At the end of Adventure Way is Adventure Bay, a new lake which will serve as the focal point for this park's nighttime shows. The show will combine water screens, fountains, special effects and drone choreography. In terms of new lands, we will have the World of Frozen, which will feature a new e-ticket ride, Frozen Ever After, which is modelled on the Epcot ride, but we expect to see this plussed. In addition to the ride, we're going to see new dining areas, character meets, shopping and plenty of space to explore and soak up all of that amazing theming. And that's not all. Disney has also broken ground on its next expansion, brand new Lion King Land, with an estimated opening date 2029 to 2031. This land will include Disneyland Paris' first ever water ride. Guests will board logs and follow Simba's journey from playful cub to brave king, and experiencing iconic scenes and songs from the 1994 classic film. In addition, in the land, we can expect character meet and greets, shops, and a themed restaurant offering African-inspired cuisine in an immersive setting overlooking Pride Rock and the surrounding savannah. Also in the Studios Park, and the Ratatouille ride is closed for an in-depth refurbishment in October 2025. This will turn off the 3D effects, making this a 2D ride, but will also include a brand new scene in the queue area showcasing a Parisian artist's workshop. We think this will be in the space where you used to collect your 3D glasses, as well as new set pieces, accessories and projections. This is expected to reopen in 2026. And finally, in the Disneyland park, Hyperspace Mountain is getting a major upgrade on the outside with a full new lighting package which would bring this ride back to its former glory. No changes have been announced for the inside of this ride. Next, let's cover items that have been announced but haven't started and no timelines are known. In park news, so the Studios Park has space for a third expansion slot. The chair of the parks previously confirmed that this is going to be built on, and Imagineers are working on ideas for the land. What this is and when it will be announced we don't know, but our best guess is it will announce sometime late 2028 and won't likely be built until 2030 plus. And in hotels, Disney has announced a new hotel set to open in Lake Disney, replacing the current events area. Whilst this is official, no construction has started yet and timelines are unknown, but we estimate 2031 or so before we see this open. The plans reveal an expansive complex with buildings similar size to Newport Bay, and this will connect to the upcoming expanded Disney Village. No details of what the theming might be have been released yet, but based on location we expect this to be a deluxe hotel. And finally, let's cover some rumours and unconfirmed changes. We think both Santa Fe and Newport Bay could be on the cards for a refurb in the not too distant future. Now, we love both of these hotels, but in Santa Fe the theming feels a little half done and dated, and whilst Newport Bay is still stunning, there's just a few things that are starting to make this look old. I personally think any hotel room that still uses a wallpaper border is a little old-fashioned. With Sequoia being updated now and a new hotel confirmed, we think this will either happen in between the two of those or possibly pushed back longer term. And in park rumours, sadly this hasn't changed since last year's video, but Disneyland Park hasn't had a brand new ride since it opened, and there is a rumour of a new ride coming behind Discoveryland, a Star Wars Mandalorian coaster using Tron technology, which would fit in with the wider rumour of a possible small Star Wars land. Time will tell. Additionally, there's rumour that Hyperspace Mountain could be getting a re-theme, and we think this is needed. The Star Wars overlay was always meant to be short term, and we've had this now since 2017, and some of the screens and some of the visuals are a little bit dated. A few years ago, Disney announced a huge 60 billion, that's billion with a B, investment in its parks globally, and whilst we're seeing some new lands in Paris and wider expansions in parks elsewhere, this is a drop in the bucket for the budget, and we're hoping to see more expansions and enhancements coming to Paris in the years to follow. And that's another video done. Please let us know in the comments what you're most excited for, or any rumours or any updates that you'd love to see in the parks. Thank you for watching, and if you like this video, please subscribe, like, and hit that notification button for more. This is Adam, and until next time, just keep swimming.